Bienvenidos a Desde Cero con Manuel. Today we have a very special guest. We have our nephew Edgar Garcia came in. We were out here barbecuing.
Yes, sir.
Edgar showed up and said, "Man, let's do a podcast. I want to talk to my nephew."
Yeah.
How you been, Edgar?
I'm good. I've been, being disciplined.
Been disciplined and being busy and working and all that, right?
Yo, staying busy.
Well, that's good.
Yeah,
that's good. So, what we do at Desde Cero, we start right from the beginning, right from the start, right?
From the jump.
Right. So, where was Edgar Garcia born?
Shit.
Where were you born?
There was a time.
Yeah, but we're talking about where at, what time, what city.
So
not from where, dude. Where we?
I was about. We're putting a clip of.
No, I think we have a clip. No, we don't.
Yeah, but Bryan, Texas,
Bryan,
979. Yeah, I got a tattoo of it. No, I'm just kidding.
What year?
91.
Born in
I'm a 90s baby.
You were born in 91. That's the year I graduated high school.
Damn.
So.
Damn.
Tell me about your dad and mom. What's their names?
Yeah,
What's going on?
Gloria. She was on the podcast.
She was on the podcast. She's my sister, and she's a teacher.
Yep.
Right. Tell me about your dad.
And then my dad is Renee Garcia.
Right. Musician. We were in a few bands together.
There you go. So, yeah, they might be on the wall somewhere.
All right. I got to get your dad on here too.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good one.
Me and your dad went through a lot, and we've been through a lot, and we were together a lot. So I'm gonna get him on here too.
Hell yeah,
so,
he's a writer.
Yeah, he's got some stories. We got some stories.
Oh, I bet.
Right?
I bet. I've heard some of
them. Siblings.
Jorge. I say Jorge.
Jorge.
Because he is.
Jorge.
Yeah.
Jorge.
There's Jorge and then there's Jorge.
Yeah. Jorge is part of the Desde Cero team.
Yeah.
So he's part of our team.
Shout out to Jorge.
San Antonio, Texas.
And then Sylvia.
She's the youngest.
Garcia. There we go. There's one of those. We're going to edit that out. Sylvia Garcia.
So where'd you go to high school?
Bryan High.
Was Rudder up already or wasn't
So it was being made while I was there, and for like a year we had like over 1,000 people.
Right.
Shit, probably more than that. Hell.
Yeah, it was big.
It was a lot of people.
It got overloaded there for a while.
Yeah, it did. And then once they left, yeah, it was better.
What year did you graduate?
2010. 20? I graduated. That's the best part about it, is that I graduated.
Right. But you got it done.
Hell yeah. Might have been.
What did you do right after graduation?
Oh yeah, I was telling somebody about that. I chilled out because it was 2010, right? And prior to that, we've heard a lot about 2012. Do you remember that? So the world was supposed to end in 2012.
It's supposed to.
Yeah. So I didn't have a plan after high school.
So you're like
everything's gonna end, bro. So and then once 2012 kept passing, and then I started doing better shit.
All right, keep going, man. We're kind of working out the little details. You just came in, so we're trying to work. We're trying to have a good time today. We're out here barbecuing. And right now the meat's resting, so it's like, let's jump in a podcast. Right? So
it's taking a little break.
But breaking news: Edgar's you don't eat meat. You're not a vegetarian. You're not a vegan. What was it called?
A pescatarian.
Tell me about being a what?
A pescatarian. I only eat fish. Fish-like objects.
Right. So tell me about that. How'd you get into that?
So, all right. I tried it back in Hawaii. I tried to stop eating meat. And
we're going to talk about Hawaii in a minute, too.
Oh, yeah. We'll circle back to that.
Yeah, but tell me about being a pescatarian.
So I was eating a Popeye's chicken sandwich on Halloween of 2021.
Okay.
And it tasted terrible. It just was the worst chicken sandwich I've ever had in my life.
So you're saying that
Popeyes fucked it up. Popeyes fucked up all the way. It tasted like goddamn rubber. I was like, I'm never eating chicken again.
But this is in Hawaii?
No, this was at my mom's.
Okay, here in Bryan, Texas?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that happened, and then shortly was like Thanksgiving. So I was like, no, I'm not eating a turkey. I'm not eating chicken. And then it was all hard. It was tough.
Right.
So, yeah, that's what it was. That's what made my decision.
But how do you discover pescatarian? Because I've never heard of that. I've heard of vegetarian. I heard of vegan,
Right.
but I've never heard of that. How did you discover that?
So I have a close friend of mine, Joshua Ramirez.
Okay.
And he was doing that. And he introduced me to it. And I was like, I don't think I could ever. I wasn't much into fish.
Right.
But I didn't want to eat chicken or beef either, because I know I looked up what it does to, like, digestive tract or whatever. But long story short, I ended up just, sticking with it, and it was the easiest one besides, like, being vegan.
Right. Did you feel different after you went through, say, a couple of months of it? Did you feel a difference in your body?
Oh, big time.
Right.
Yeah.
What were the differences? I mean, did you feel more energy? Did you feel that you could lose weight better? Mentally, what was it about?
Oh, yeah.
What difference did you feel?
The fish has a lot of omegas in it.
Okay.
So omega-6s. And what it is that's good for your heart health. So when you consume lots of fish and,
Right.
that kind of food, what it does is give you, benefits of the omegas,
Right.
and all that. It could get real scientific, but
the point is that it works for you.
it does.
And you feel better. And would you recommend it to everybody, or would you say, hey, why don't you go see your doctor first?
Yeah,
because
definitely.
you get sued or something.
Yeah, because it is real tough, because
Right.
then you look at people eating, wings and more, or like even a really juicy burger with bacon on it.
Or some ribs that are resting outside.
Exactly, some ribs. I haven't had ribs in like 2 years, so I see stuff like that, and then the discipline I've built to not crave that kind of stuff.
Right.
Like, it's easier for me now, but it was definitely tough. And if you choose going pescatarian, like, your options go from this to like this, and now you gotta.
Right. So what are your favorite foods now? What are your favorite
Salmon.
fish? Salmon.
And
Is it more seafood fish or saltwater fish than freshwater? Is there a difference? Do you know?
No, I just kind of just eat the salmon. Yeah,
you just stick to salmon?
Fish tacos,
Right.
shrimp.
So you go to shellfish is what they call shrimp and all that. So anything
Sometimes.
that has to do with fish, with fishing and
Fish.
with pescatarian.
Fishes. I'm like, yeah, just give me some fish. What kind of fish? White fish.
Right. The one that's in the water.
Just give me the fish tacos. Does it say fish? Yeah, let me get that.
Well, that's pretty interesting, man. I've never heard of that, and I'm gonna look it up, and maybe I'll join you.
Yeah,
So-
it's good for your heart.
Right.
It's,
So
it's a heart
I'm
thing.
getting up there in age, so I got to change my diet because people who know me know that I love pizza, man.
Oh, I eat pizza. I eat pizza
Oh,
all
yeah?
the time. Yeah,
Okay.
like
Well-
at one point last month, I was eating it like twice a week.
Well, what is it? Is it like wheat bread pizza? Or
It's
what
just
is
a
it?
regular pizza. So I get, and this was like every Tuesday and Friday, I would eat a giant pizza by myself. So it's a stuffed crust pizza with mushrooms and jalapenos.
No meats.
No meats.
Okay.
Just cheese.
Bread, cheese, and
Mushrooms.
vegetables.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the
Well,
best thing
I'm-
ever. Like, don't knock it till you try it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that.
That's really good. You like mushrooms?
No,
Oh.
I like pepperoni and bacon and ham and all that.
No, I get it. You like the meat lovers.
Right, everything that's bad for you, pretty much.
Hey, to each his own. Yeah.
So you get out of high school, and at what point do you become a gymnastic instructor? Because that's what you do, right? That's what you're doing now. Is that what you do?
I
or
was doing
before?
it for.
Or how long did you do that? Because you were a gymnastic instructor, weren't you?
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
I was.
Okay, tell me about
it lasted for 8 years. So
8 years. Okay.
after high school, after I, the 2012, 2012 incident happened where the world didn't end. I became a car salesman, and I was doing that. And then I fucking hated that.
No. Hold on. You became a car salesman?
Yeah, in Houston. You remember when you came to the apartment and stayed the night that one time?
That's right. When I had a gig in Houston, and I'm like, hey, I need to crash because the next day I was going to play there again, but during the day.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to come all the way back and have a few hours later go back. But you were selling cars at that time? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I just thought you were goofing around in Houston.
Nah, I was a car salesman for like 13 hours a day.
Really? What?
So I had to like button up my shit.
Yeah. What dealership was this?
This was at Joe Myers Toyota on 290.
Well, tell me about that experience, man.
I didn't know that. Okay, so yeah, I was a car salesman, and I was only like 21 years old, and if you think about a 20-year-old selling cars, you just don't even like, hell no, I'm not buying no car from that motherfucker. This guy don't know nothing about no cars. Right. So that shit sucked. And after that,
did you get to sell any cars?
I sold some cars with some help, with some guidance of the
bigger guys, the more experience. Right.
Exactly. I sold one time by myself, and I was proud of myself. I made about $2,000 off of that one.
Okay, what car was it? Do you remember?
Hell no. It
was a Ford.
What do you mean?
What car was it? Was it a Ford, Chevrolet?
No,
you don't remember?
Probably a Toyota.
You blanked it out.
Hell yeah, because we sold all kinds of cars. We sold used cars. There was the
the
new car section,
the used lot,
and then I did the used lot. Right. So that was miserable, and it showed in my face after the second month. And they were like, "Okay, you're fired." And I was like, "All right, fuck it. I didn't want to be here anyway." So I became a security guard for DD's Discount in Houston, and I was exactly. I'm a really small security guard. Okay. And I was like, hell no, I'm not doing that. That didn't work out either. No, huh?
It didn't pan out. Huh?
So I get back, and I get a call. I moved back from Houston. I get a call from a friend. Right. She's like, hey, we need a gymnastics instructor, and you know how to tumble, so come do an interview. I go do the interview same day. I'm teaching the class. Need I remind you, I've never taught children before in my life. I was only 21, and I was probably hungover that day. But they're like, hey, you want to teach a class? Go follow one person. So I watched one person teach a class, and then I had my own class right away.
Right.
Like 2 classes.
You kind of caught on to it pretty quick.
No? That shit was terrifying. I was like, all these kids, and I'm scared. Like, this was my first day ever teaching anything. And so I stuck with it, though. I stuck with it for 8 years, and I ended up, it took me all the way to Hawaii to teach trampoline. So I got better with just tumbling. I wasn't so much doing like gymnastics at first. Like say drills and whatnot. You were just working. Your focus was on tumbling. Is that what it is? Tumbling only. Oh, okay. So it was more of like handstands, cartwheels, backflips, front flips. Right. But during all this time, before we get to Hawaii, you've been skateboarding. Correct. Oh yeah. You've been skateboarding all this time. I've known you to be a skateboarder for a long time. Yeah. And where's that? Do we have that picture where you went for a photo shoot, and there's this picture where you're breaking this board. And I'm gonna put it up here. And, we'll put it. Well, we don't right have there. It, but we're gonna put it up here. Can I like? When we edit the podcast, yeah. And that picture was at the Post Oak Mall for a while. Right? Yeah, it was. And I took a picture. It's on my Facebook. Yeah, send it to me, and we're gonna put it up there so people can see what we're talking about. Cool. But your picture was there at the mall. You're breaking the skateboard. But when do you pick up skateboarding? In high school. In high school, I did. And how do you discover skateboarding? Well, why skateboarding? My dad put the X Games on when I was like 12.
There's the X Games that come on TV and with the competitions and all that, right?
So I saw somebody like on the ramps, like doing the boards. I was like, dude, I want to do that shit. So I tried it when I was 12 and I sucked. So then I stopped. And so that's always the first part of it. But then I saw it again when I was like 17. I was like, I'm really like attracted to this sport. And I picked up a skateboard and from a friend of mine who just gave me, his old parts, his old wheels, old bearings, stuff that I didn't know that I needed. Right. And he hooked it up, and I started skateboarding with him while I was in gymnastics, actually.
Okay.
That's what happened. I quit basketball, went to gymnastics, and picked up skateboarding at the same time.
In high school?
Yeah.
During high school, okay.
That was the fun part, because the stretching from gymnastics helped me skate better.
But you did some competition, some.
Oh, I did.
Right
in Brenham, I did a skate competition.
Tell me about the competition and what does it take to compete in tournaments in these skateboard competitions.
I mean, shit. This was a local one, so it was.
It may be local or it may be low level, but it's still competition, right? You still have to do certain things, right?
Yeah, you have to land most of your tricks. You get like a minute to do your run, is what that competition with the standards were, and your best tricks have to be landed. Depending on how good your tricks are and shit.
Keep going. I'm trying to fix my chair.
That's a gamer chair?
Yeah.
It's a nice chair. Play Call of Duty. I'm just playing. Here we go. So I was in the competition, and I landed like 3 of my tricks out of like 10, and it was terrible, and I was nervous because I'm the only one.
Keep going.
It's only one person, so everybody's watching you, and so it's really nerve-wracking.
Right. All eyes on you.
All eyes. And then, so I was already like 17 when I did my first competition. But there's kids who've been skating since they were like 12, and they were like, just way better. It was good. But I've won some games of skate, which is like a skate competition, like horse on skateboard.
Mm-hmm.
And I got pretty far on that, like a whole town competition. I got all the way to the final, and I lost. I got second.
But still, it was something that you learned, and something you experienced, and something you liked, right?
I love it. I still skateboard. Yeah, I have some clips. Mm-hmm. Y'all should be expecting some clips from me. I post them on Instagram every now and then. If you follow me on Instagram.
Well, we'll put some on here. Let's watch them.
Just like that. Well, can y'all edit that like that?
Yeah, we'll put it up, man. I think Alan and I can do all that stuff. So.
Hell yeah, Alan, get down.
But let's get to Hawaii.
Wait, hold on. I'm trying to do some skate lessons for the summer. If anybody wants to be interested in that, I'll plug that. Skate lessons. I knew at the skate park.
I knew how to bring you in here for something.
Yeah.
Tell me about the skateboarding lessons.
So what it would be is like getting down to the basics of skateboarding and learning all the components, what it is, a little bit of history about it, like just progressing at the culture of the life of skateboarding, because once you enter that world, it is a different world of sports.
Where can they contact you for that?
Instagram,
right, huh?
Yeah, just hit me up on my Instagram. We can talk about the rates and all that stuff, but it's usually like an hour out there, maybe 30 minutes if depending on the skill level.
What is your Instagram?
Oh, we can plug it.
Yeah, we'll put it up there.
Yeah, we'll put it _ego.
Like right now it's on there.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. All right. Because we're going to edit, it's going to be on there right now.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Do it again.
Right. So, how did you end up in Hawaii? For 2 years? Or how many years?
It was a little, like, maybe a week under a year.
A week under a year?
Yeah.
But you were there, a week under a year is still a long time.
A year in Hawaii is a long time.
How in the world did you end up in Hawaii?
That's funny.
Living in Hawaii, not vacationing, living. Right.
It's way different when you live there. It ain't just like pretty mountains and shit. You get to learn all the ugly parts about the environment.
Right.
But
tell me about living. Tell me first how you decided to go to Hawaii.
So I had a friend that I met through gymnastics. Okay. You know what I mean? And he moved to Hawaii because he had a brother that lived over there, and I contacted him.
What do you do when you arrive to Hawaii?
I instantly went to the beach. Right. I went straight to the beach, and I jumped off the biggest rock over there on North Shore, and I was jet lagged. I'd never been on an airplane before.
So this is your first time on an airplane. First time in Hawaii.
First time.
And the first thing you do is jump off a cliff.
Jump off a cliff straight into some water in the ocean.
What?
I broke my phone as soon as I got there too. Wow. That shit sucked. It was like laying in the trunk of like where the latch closes and the hooks, and my friend just went pow and it busted my phone. So I couldn't record any of the first time I was there.
Wow. So, what was life like in Hawaii? Tell me a day in the life in Hawaii.
Work. Oh, shit.
So you said you were doing gymnastics.
Mm-hmm. I was teaching trampoline actually. Mm-hmm. So I was an instructor, trampoline instructor. So it went from actually, I mean, I would teach tumbling too, but the most part was just jumping on trampolines for the most part, and it was simple. Just teach kids how to jump on a trampoline, really.
And just clock in. Teach, clock out, and then what do you do after? What do you do in the evenings?
The nights
in Hawaii, dude. I mean, is it different from vacationing where you just party, or is just work, go home, sleep, wake up? I mean, what do you do in
so since it was a
living
vacation
in Hawaii?
Right. So I lived like right at where everybody vacations at in Waikiki.
Okay.
So Waikiki. That's how to say it. So. What it is like
what
like it was close to all the bars and
what
shit.
What island are you on?
Oahu.
Okay.
I stayed on Oahu. Honolulu and Waikiki was a little area that it was where all the buildings, all the skyscrapers and shit are. So I stayed like right in the middle as soon as I got there. So you could walk like literally 30 seconds and the beach was right there. And then you take a right and you got like Rolex and Montclair and Gucci and all that shit. Like it's just walking distance from my place. So at night, I would always go onto that strip where all these places are, because that's where all the restaurants and bars are.
Okay.
And there's a nightlife on that strip. And at times, like, it was just too surreal. Like, that shit was crazy. I couldn't believe I was there at times.
Yeah, but the thing is that you took that risk, and because you took that risk, you got to live that life, right?
Yes, it was scariest thing I'd have probably done in my life.
Right, and I tell my guys is like you got to get out of your comfort zone.
Yes,
and you're gonna see a lot, right?
You can't do it, and if you do it scared, right? Or is it? If you're scared to do it, no, I don't know, some shit like that. I read it.
Right, but the point is that you took a risk and you're like, let's go.
Now I have that story,
and now you have that story. You lived in Hawaii and you had that experience and
I met people over there. I met connects. I can go over there and I have somewhere to stay.
Right.
You know, I have good friends.
Yeah.
Like more friends now. You know. Like,
so I think that when I found out you were going and when I found out you actually went, you know, because sometimes people say, well, I'm gonna go to Hawaii. I'm like,
nah, yeah.
But when I found out you were out there, it's like, man, that's awesome.
It was
because you're taking risks. You know, when you're getting out of your comfort zone, and when people do that, you know, it kind of feels good too to know that people are like, let's do it. Because I've always been that way.
Hell yeah.
You know, if I wouldn't have taken that risk, I would have never had my boxing club. I would have never met all these people and learned all this stuff. If I would have taken that risk of saying, "Hey, I'm a good musician. I don't care what you think."
Yeah.
I never ended up with Tommy Tex. You know, one of my childhood favorite bands.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
So
No, that's all.
You got to get out of that comfort zone. Take that risk, and you got to believe.
Keep you.
Right. You got to believe that, hey, I can do it.
Hell yeah.
Right? That's the difference between doing the same thing every day and taking an adventure, right? Because that's what it was, a big adventure, right?
A giant one, because I was over there, like, jumping off rocks and shit.
Right.
Like I said, I didn't jump off a damn rock. It was high. It was like 20 feet and up.
Bruh. And you just
fuck. I just, like, you jump and it's like 1, 2, 3, water. You know, 3-second drop. Oh, that's scary.
Oh, yeah.
That's all scary. Damn near died over there too.
Yeah, but it was.
I survived.
Awesome, right?
Fuck yeah! Almost died in Hawaii. Well,
on your first
the
day.
Best place. The first week I got pulled over by a cop, man.
Oh, tell me that story.
Oh my god! Yeah. So I went with a friend of mine.
Did you buy a car over there? Right?
I bought a BMW. Shitty ass BMW that I bought, man, but I bought it. It was nice.
But you were driving a Beamer over there. Right?
Hell yeah, that Beamer got me some nice. It got me some nice places. Yeah. So, hell yeah, I got that car and yeah, drove it all around town. Drove it till it broke down, basically.
Really? What'd you do with that car?
Sold that shit for like $1,000
in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Just let it go.
Hell, it was busted. It was busted when I bought it. It was busted after.
But you have that experience. Do you think you ever go back?
Hell yeah, I went back a few times actually.
No, I'm talking about to live again. Maybe a couple of years. Maybe the
universe keeps opening up, and it's telling me to get out of this place. Actually,
right.
Like I have offers to live somewhere else that's not here, and the only thing that's holding me from going there is just that comfort zone, like you said. Maybe that's the topic of the day.
Yeah.
The comfort zone.
Comfort zone, man.
Maybe this is like that moment.
Right.
Because there's like seriously, there's been a lot of coincidences leading up to this conversation of the comfort zone.
Right.
Does that make sense?
It's weird.
Fucking weird. Manifestations.
It's weird.
This might be the last time y'all see me here in Bryan, and I'm just gonna.
You're going to Colorado. Colorado.
Can you like make me disappear from this chair?
I think we can edit that.
Nah, but yeah, yeah, I've had offers to move back. My friend Brandon over there, he's like, I have this room open for you, Eggy. You fucker. Yeah, they talk different.
Wow.
It's fun.
What was your Hawaiian name? Did you have a Hawaiian name?
Egos. They say Egos.
Egos.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, they have some crazy names.
Wow.
Yeah. Do you want me to say one?
Yeah.
I'll say one. It's a middle name of one of my favorite people over there. Kapua Ala'o Keola Maloa.
That's a middle name?
It's a middle name.
Wow.
I forget what it means.
Is that a native Hawaiian?
Hell no. Yeah, she is. But she's cool. She's cool people.
Yeah. What else are we going to talk about?
Music.
Huh?
When we're going to talk about some music.
Let's talk about music. Most of your family are musicians.
All of them,
except for you.
Except for my ass. I tell people all the time I could not play a fucking instrument to save my life.
I think it's just you and Alex.
What? Alec can play one too?
No.
Did he play the cello?
No, that's Alan's a musician. He's a bass player.
Oh yeah, bass. Hey. Alex, bump it right here, bro.
Bump it over there, dude.
Bump it, thanks. We fucking suck. So, what about Aaron?
Aaron played a little bit, but yeah, maybe Aaron.
Bree, Sylvia, Dede. We got them. Boom. We ain't the only ones.
Yeah, but their mom, my sister's a musician.
She was the singer. Yeah. And then my mom.
Why did you not follow that life? Of being a musician?
Tried.
You tried. Why didn't you like it?
It was very frustrating for me to learn the instruments. Like I could not, for shit, learn an instrument.
There were some percussions you could have learned.
I tried. It was always like on rhythm, off rhythm, and then for the rest of the time it's just off rhythm.
Because if you know Mexican music, Edgar's uncle Roberto Guadalupe Garcia, he was the bass player for Pegaso, Grupo SAS, and other bands.
Big names.
So and he was the one who taught me how to play bass. So you know all your family's pretty talented, right?
Yeah, all of y'all.
So except for me,
thanks. Yeah. No, I have some musical talent. I made some songs, some rap music.
Okay, that's another thing. You did some rap music too.
Yeah, I strayed away from the family norm. You know, I went to rap music because I was inspired by the Eminems.
Right.
And the Tupac, not really Tupac, it was like Biggie.
Right. So around 2010, I tried to start this workout company called Round One.
Oh yeah. It was damn, that was a long time ago.
And you did a song for me.
Hell yeah.
It was called Round One. Play that song. Put it on that speaker right quick.
We could put it on the speaker.
Put it right there on the microphone a little bit.
Let's see where it's at. Did I close out of it?
Yeah,
it's right here. I just sent it to you.
Yeah, did you?
Yeah.
I got my phone outside with the ribs. It's time in the ribs.
Time in the ribs. All right, so I made this with. Oh, let's turn it down and then just put it closer to the mic. Okay, that's all. That's it.
I'm gonna download it. And when this thing shuts off, when we close, I'm gonna close with that song.
Oh yeah.
So right after the podcast, stay tuned because we're gonna hear Round One.
What?
And Edgar is rapping on that thing.
This is an old song.
You're absolutely not musically inclined. You are a musician.
Yeah,
because
musicians.
You rap. So that drops it down just to Alex now.
So yeah, I've performed on stage a few times.
Well, there you go. You are a musician.
So musician does run in my blood a little bit. I had a concert for what's it called? Afro Man. You know the one because I got high. So let me tell you, I went to Austin with the group that I was rapping with at the time. And I was still 20 years old. So we're the first opening act for Afro Man. And we do our set and everything goes good. We're all stiff as shit up there just rapping our raps. And I get off stage and my friend buys a beer. And he's like, "Hey, do you want some of this beer?" I'm like, "Hell yeah, I want some of that beer." So I drink the beer and one of the bouncers sees me drinking the beer, kicks me out like that. Before I even get to see Afro Man, I was like, "What the fuck?"
You didn't get to see Afro Man.
I performed and then I got kicked out right away. Couldn't come back in the club, and so that was my story of my first fucking musical performance.
Was that the only one?
No, I did one at my sister's quinceañera, and then I did one at nightclub.
Okay.
Like in 2017.
Okay. So you have some performances under
my belt, hidden performances that I didn't tell nobody about.
Okay.
Some people watched it, witnessed it, but no, I understood what happens in the rap game. Probably wasn't the best rapper either, but
you have fun with it. That's what it's about.
I have people who like my music.
It's not about being the best.
That's true.
It's about.
I saw a podcast on that.
It's about.
Not really. Heard something on it. I saw a TikTok of a podcast on that.
Right. That's what I tell all these.
That's so small.
That's what I tell all these musicians. It's not about being the best. It's about giving the best of yourself. Because I've heard bands who play very simple, who are big, and I know bands who probably like jazz musicians, and they're like nowhere, So just give the best of yourself, and that's true. That's better.
Something has been pulling me back into that area of life too, because I've seen some friends and they're like, let's get in the studio, you know, let's make some music. I'm like, shit, maybe I'll get back into it and, you know, drop some new raps and not get shot for being a rapper, you know. That's scary.
There's no bad change or nothing.
Yeah, rappers are getting killed out here. It's more dangerous to be a rapper than a thug.
Yeah. But what's your favorite movie of all time?
Shit, Pineapple Express.
That's the movie you had on when I went over to your apartment when I stayed.
Yep.
I thought it was hurricane season.
I thought hurricane season was over.
I thought hurricane season was over.
Hell yeah, that movie is the best movie. Like,
Pineapple
to me, like,
Express. I gotta rewatch that
movie. I just watched that Spider-Man movie last night too. That's a really good one.
Well, we saw Transformers Thursday before it came out.
How was that?
It was real good, right?
The Beast Wars.
Yeah, Rise of the Beast. Is that what it's called? We saw that. It was like, let's go.
We're trying to watch our movies though, the ones that we made in 2012.
Oh,
or 2011.
These guys came out on one of them, didn't they?
Yeah, we were making a whole bunch of those little skits.
Right. Alan's gonna pick up filmmaking, so.
Hey, if you need some bad acting,
maybe he's gonna give you a call and get on one of his short films.
It's part of my resume, you know. I used to make some crazy, you know, short films.
Yeah.
We're down. We were coming up with one. Do you remember the name of it? You know exactly what it is.
Was it
Red Gold? Yeah.
I kept sending y'all, man, we got to do Red Gold. And everybody kept laughing at me.
We got to make that shit.
Red Gold.
Alan.
Red Gold.
Red Gold. It's a country western or some shit, wasn't it?
No, it was about four friends who find gold in the woods, and they kill each other for it. And at the end, nobody keeps it. But, that idea is dead because nobody picked it up. I was like, I don't want to do it.
We should have, though. But
that was called Red Gold.
I think it was title. More advanced for our skill level, you know. He wrote out like a whole like thing, and we're like, oh shit, this is real detailed. You wrote out.
I
wrote out the lines.
It was an outline. Yeah. I had it.
Oh my god!
I had everything, and these guys, they like kind of ignored me. It was like, Uncle Manny's crazy.
Fuck! It was too advanced for our time, for real. We had an iPhone and iMovie, and he's like, "We're gonna fucking film it like this." Like, oh shit!
But if any director wants to pick up Red Gold, give me a call. Yeah, Alan says he's gonna pick up Red Gold. The blueprints or the fucking it's in a safe somewhere. It's somewhere in there.
Yeah, but, man. Yeah, those movies were fun. Filming them and editing and shit like that.
Yeah, you guys had a lot of fun with that, and that's what I'm saying. You guys always were outside the box on a bunch of stuff.
Yes,
and you guys have fun with it, and that's why you guys have all this experience in doing different things. Right.
Even down to this. This is like these cameras, like
it's blowing your mind.
Oh shit!
Well, Eggy, we call Edgar Eggy.
Oh yeah, Eggy.
You know I gave you that nickname, right?
Oh, shout out to.
It was me. It was me who, when you were born, I went in that room. It's like, hey, where's Eggy?
Hell yeah! Shout out to Theo Mayo for giving me that name.
I gave you Eggy.
It stuck with me.
I don't care what your mom says. I gave you that nickname.
Hey, I go to client's house and they're like, it's Tiger and Eggy. Is Eggy your real name? Nah, but Edgar's.
Yeah, Eggy.
Edgar. There's too many Edgars around here. Eggy's more like I know that guy. That's Eggy.
So Eggy, before we go, anything else you wanna talk about on the podcast? Anything you want to add? Any advice you want to give to the people out here? Or any shout outs?
Shout outs to my cat, Loki. Yeah, he ain't going
crazy Loki.
That motherfucker. Shout outs to all the people that believed in me, when I was going through all the shit that I was going through.
Right.
And you, man, for having me on this.
Always, man. You guys.
Shout out my mama. She's gonna be like, you show me your.
I think.
Shout out, mama.
I think all my nephews are interesting.
Hell yeah,
including my 2 boys.
Your 2 boys.
They don't want to be on a podcast, though.
We're gonna talk about Alan's long hair later. That shit is long, powerful hair.
Well, he wants to be like me at his age.
Oh yeah.
When I was 17, I had that long hair too.
For real? Damn. Hell yeah.
And then I know Alex got some story. We're gonna have a podcast at the end of this month because we're going to the Matchbox 20 concert.
Oh hell yeah!
So we're gonna have a podcast over that concert.
So with the boys?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, that'll be dope.
But
we have a skate team for Vortex. So
okay, so you want to send a shout out to that?
Shout out to that.
Explain that to us before we leave.
Yeah. Vortex skate team.
Which is with Victor Lucio, right?
Yeah.
Which he was also on the podcast. So look that podcast up.
Yeah.
So tell me about the Vortex skateboarding team.
So it's a I don't know how to explain it.
It's a team.
It's a team of guys, and
are y'all sponsored? Are y'all sponsored by Vortex?
So yes, he's the I guess sponsor, you could say.
Yeah.
But more of like the name of the team, I guess, would be Team Vortex. And
Vortex.
There's some group of us, the locals, and we get together and try to put out some good content.
Okay.
But we're still in the beginning stages of it, so
look out for that.
Yeah, we'll be looking out for that. I'm trying to drop my own part too.
Okay.
So I'm trying to like film a whole bunch of these skate tricks out in the streets that are kind of sketchy for, a man of my age. I'm telling you, it's a
so we need to look out for all that, right? And where are we going to be able to find that content?
On my Instagram. Hell yeah, on Instagram. So
we're gonna put that up. We're gonna look up your Instagram. We're gonna screenshot it,
Facebook,
and we're gonna put it here on the podcast, and everybody could look for it.
Hell yeah! Make sure y'all drop a follow too. Right. Follow me.
And also, you guys need to subscribe to Desde Cero con Manuel.
Subscribe,
not describe it. It's a podcast. It's
subscribe.
So we need to subscribe to Desde Cero.
Yes.
Because there's no way that I can have over 4,000 friends and only 1,600 subscribers.
Yeah, we're gonna hit that follow button.
Hit the follow, subscribe, like, and share Desde Cero con Manuel, and keep the channel growing. And so we can have more fun guests like my nephew here, Edgar.
Hell yeah.
And anything else you want to add before we leave, man?
Nah, spread love, manifest everything that you need to do, and keep pushing forward.
All right. Well, thanks for being on the podcast. Thanks for coming in, and I'm gonna make you some cheese quesadillas because you can't eat meat.
For the pescatarian man.
We see you guys next time, and please subscribe.
Hell yeah.
And see y'all next time. Thank y'all for being here. And
boom.
Check y'all later. Bye.
Boom. What was that? Round 1.
Right there. Round
1.
See y'all later. Thank you.
Ready or not, it's time to be real, time to prevail, yeah. If you ain't prepared, then it's gonna be hell, I swear. Most people just wanna be here, but in most cases they ain't ready and it's making you ill. So get your mindset and step your game up. If all goes well, this will be quick and painless, shameless. If you lose, you lose, but the game ain't easy. Gotta win to prove that you're way better than them. Stay better than them, increase the beast, and they gon' be scared of ya. Yeah, you gotta be the man, so do what you can so you can knock him where he stands.
No. Speed up your tempo and you can show him how it goes. No. Better boss up, boss to the wall, but don't quit. No. You need to feel the energy inside of you. Better not quit. No, 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 no. It's not easy, son, but try taking it in round one.
Hey, my people and people that are looking at me straight through your pupils. I'ma try whatever is in my bag of tricks, but if I lie and say that I ain't gonna win, man, I've been one, it's been done. Ever since round one, I sent him back to his town home. In his hometown, I show up to throw down in all rounds, going pound for pound, not slowing it down. Keep your pace up and shape up, cause I'm the man who's gonna leave you lying there with your face up and your back down, never gon' back down. Check the stat sheet, I got a victory background. Hey, I'm about it, I'm about it,